if you can do basic algebra, if you can get our youth to do basic algebra, they could get into a field that when they graduate from the little 2-year technical college, they start at $38 an hour. So we should look into that field to electrical engineering technicians. And all this is a 2-year program probably in a local college. You check it out and get into that field because I know of companies here in Memphis that are seeking talent and they're starting at $38 to $40 an hour.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
He's correct on that. Just like any other thing you buy, a car, house, anything of that nature, you need plumbers, you need carpenters, you need, all the things that make those things run. Because eventually they will break down. And just like the gentleman said, you're going to need technicians. You don't have to be a code writer, but you can be a code repairer. And those are fields that we need to be advocating our young people to look into. And again, I don't have, anything negative about any other type of academic discipline, but I would advocate to young people, because I've seen it myself, that they need to get into these fields because that is going to be the growing field. Because other fields are going to be eaten up by AI. A lot of things that people think they're going to be able to do that they're doing now on social media, anything of that nature, AI is going to take over that. It's going to take it over.
Right. Now, I got a question for you from one of our listeners in Louisiana. Says, please ask him about the firing of the head of the OpenAI, the guy who basically invented the way these corporations are using AI. They were worried that it might be proceeding too fast against humanity, and also ask you, this is for me, my question, do I worry that an AI announcer might replace me in the future in WOL? Not at all. I've done a lot, so it doesn't matter if it ends tomorrow. So let's leave that there. So I'm not concerned about AI replacing me at WOL. But his question about the firing of the guy who invented it is because he says it's going too fast. They can't control it. Your response to that?
The people realize AI was invented in 1956. It's been around for a while in the sense of the information from paper to computer. So it started out as a paper product in the sense of research, information like that. AI developed into the computer system once computers became available. Then that information was ingested into those computers. So his firing is more the fact of, how can you say it, as a person that I like to try to break it down for people to see. People don't remember basketball used to have a 3-point shot. Okay? So now they have a 3-point shot. Well, if you grew up when there wasn't a 3-point shot, then you understand basketball has changed. Well, that's the same thing with that gentleman. He's moving a 3-point shot into the computer system, meaning it's taking over faster than they wanted it to because the opportunities are there. I mean, you already been programmed. When I say programming, you've already been introduced to ChatNet. You've already been introduced to Siri. Those things, that's AI. That's the basics of AI. That's your beginning of what you call human interaction, where you can say on the phone, "Hi, this is Carl Nelson." This computer will say, "Thank you, Carl. Thank you for calling. Is this the number you're calling from?" You've been using that now for the last couple of years. That's AI. That's not a human voice. That's somebody programmed the voice into it. But that's not a person that you can say, "Oh, that's Carl Nelson's voice," or that's Overton Wilkins' voice. No, it's a computer-generated voice that is based on different people all combined into one. It may sound strange, but that's what it is. And you're already being put into that situation. If you go into the grocery store now, you have self-checkout. That's another form of AI, identification of that. It's already being there. It's just that it's moving so fast now that you can take AI and combine it with robotics. Now you can have a machine that thinks it can fix a car and it can work on you. I mean, if you get a knee operation anytime soon, it's not being done by. It's there to make sure if anything goes wrong, there's a step in. But the machine is actually doing the work. It's going to make it.
And they got machines making houses, machine making guns. Machines are doing everything.
Ghost guns.
Yeah, ghost guns. So let me just add in for Leroy, for the folks who are in the business, the radio business, who answer that, because me, I'm a long way down the road. For the people getting in this business, those are the ones should be concerned, because you will be replaced.
I mean, even in the that, again, I go back to the writers' strike and actors. Well, you can generate, these new television shows you see coming out. They're not going to be actual people. And when people say, how can you do that? Well, if you play those new digital games like Command and, I forget, there's one very popular war one that they have. I don't like to mention that one, but it's a very popular war one. If you look at it, and take it back, 2K, basketball and football. If you look at it, what it looked like 15 years ago, and look at it now, the people almost exactly look like the athlete. Before it was like, look kind of, robotic and weird. But now they actually flow like real people. If you look at it, if you play those games,
right back at you. Dr. Moon, right on. Dr. Moon.
Look like,
right back at you.
LeBron James looks just like LeBron James, and AD looks just like AD, and they look just like who they are, because that is a program by AI that is taking that information and put it onto the computer screen, and now generates a real life-like component of you. And then, and some of those people are not real. AI, LeBron James are real people, but those other characters you see on those types of digital games, they're not real people. They're generating people using different facets of other people and combining them to one person. So that's what you get.
And ultimately, I cut it loose here. We just about flat out of time here with you, because Chairman Fred is on deck. We get to him momentarily. But if folks want to find out more about marketing, and especially with the new venture with AI, how do they reach you?
Our company, we do media consulting for people. We actually sit down with people and show them the best products and the best ways to, enhance their product. They can reach me at Wilkins55 at pacbell.net. That's Wilkins without an S, and number 55 at pacbell. That's PACBELL.net. And I'd be happy to, speak to them and just mention the fact that you heard me on Carl Nelson's show, and I'll give them a 30-minute free consultation on, certain things that they want to find out about. I'd be happy to do that, because I believe in, like you said, passing on the information. Can't keep it with it.
That's what we got to do. Can't take it to the grave. Thank you, Overton. Thank you for sharing all of your information with us this morning.
Well, great. Thanks for having me, Carl. I look forward to speaking to you again.
All right. 10 after the top there. Chairman Fred, free them all.
Free them all. Free them all. Good morning, my brother. Free them all. Free them all.
Yeah, free them all. That's what we got to do. And Chairman Fred, I see you got some friends with you. Can you introduce your friends on the panel this morning?
Oh, I can't, on the call in?
Yeah, we got Gator.
Okay, right on. The word is put out. I can't. It's a number of people calling in, so I can't say specifically who all we got. But this is.
All right, I'll tell you who we have.
Okay.
We have Gator from Chicago.
Right on.
Pastor David from Chicago.
Wow, right on.
And
Right.
we've got Samira Rice. Samira Rice's mother from
Wow.
Cleveland as well.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Got some heavy.
Hey, man.
Got some heavy hitters. Got some heavy hitters on deck. Yes, indeed. Right on.
Yes.
Yes.
Free 'em all.
Free them all, y'all. Right on.
Will Moore, this Khalid.
Oh, hey, they cut.
Khalid as well.
So,
Okay.
right, yes, indeed.
Let me start with Samira Rice, though. Samira, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you
Do you
doing?
hear me? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, Tamira's, this is Tamira's mom and family. You know what happened to her son. And now this time of the year, that's why I'm asking you, how are you doing? Because, after all the cameras are already gone now,
Yeah.
I remember when it happened, everybody's chasing you, trying to get an interview with you and trying to figure out just shouldn't have happened. But that's the world we live in today. But thank you. I'm glad that you're okay, and I know you're not really okay, because when you lose a child at that age, especially at that age, especially the way it happened, and then it seems like nothing happened to the people who did it. So yes. So I'm just glad you've figured out how to deal with it. But Chairman Fred, tell us what's going on here.
Well, first and foremost, let me say, free them all, and I appreciate, coming on here. But I Pastor David Gator, Samir Rice, as you just touched on. Reality is a lot of people, we deal with day-to-day struggles every day, and I appreciate. I'm humbled. I'm humbled and honored to be a servant of the people. This we coming up on the December the 4th will be the 54th year after the assassinations of Chairman Fred and Defense Secretary DeMar Clark, and I can't I can't articulate how what I'm saying how people come without even a flyer without the flyers a notice how people automatically December 4th and August 30th are two key dates, and not only do the people remember this, the state remembers it. Again, not only do the people remember, the state remembers it. It's like clockwork. I was just commenting this morning around 4:30. I woke up. I said every day. Me and my mother, we still to this day, we still wake up around 4:30, 4:35 in the morning, and we didn't make the connection to a few years back. That ironically, this is around the same time that the assassinations occurred on the west side of Chicago of 1960.
Chairman Fred, hold that thought right there, because we're going to take a short break, and I got a shout out to your mom, and Jerry, one of our strong soldiers. I know she had a birthday a few days ago, so
Yes.
belated happy birthday to your mom. I know she's listening as well. But let's take this short break and come back. I'll let you finish your thought. We'll talk to the other folks as well. You want to join this conversation with our panel and Chairman Fred and his friends, reach out to us at 800-450-7876. We'll take a look at the traffic and weather in our different cities. And we'll be back in 4 minutes right here in Baltimore on 1010 WOLB. In the DMV, we're on FM 95.9 and AM 1450. WOL, where information is power.
Good morning. Traffic sponsored by Jiffy Lube. Late delays southbound 95 from 212. Why don't you get on to the inner loop of the Beltway? There'll be a problem on that ramp. We'll check in with authorities on that. Up ahead, there is more slow traffic from Route 1 down towards the Boulevard Washington Parkway. Some activity on the right shoulder there. Southbound BW Parkway, still a little busy from 32 Fort Meade down towards 197 and Laurel. And good as you head across the Beltway and into Northeast. Improving on New York Avenue. One cycle to get to the light of Bladensburg Road. Still slow from Brentwood Parkway to the 3rd Street Tunnel. DC 295, slow after Eastern Avenue, down past East Capitol Street. Looks like the northbound 295 accident north of Pennsylvania Avenue is gone. Still some lingering slow traffic westbound on 695, heading past the 3rd Street Tunnel. Sunny today with a high of 53, clear tonight, low 38. It's 38 now at Reagan National.
Jiffy Lube, where speed meets quality for an oil change and vehicle maintenance experience you can trust. Visit JiffyLubeDC.com for a location near you.
I'm Robert Workman for News Talk 1450 AM WOL. Information is power.
This is reality radio. A hard reality to accept is that sometimes it's more difficult to do good than it is to just ignore a situation and not try to convince anyone that your intentions have no hidden motives. Disappointment, envy, self-hatred, and mistrust have been promoted to an extent that many no longer believe that the good intentions exist. These instruments of doubt have been successfully used on the black community to ensure that unity does not endanger the status quo. Those folks who are living good, who have what they need to feel good, and circumstances that assist them in receiving good, have no reason to alter the state of affairs. They constantly remind us that living without good is normal, and we believe them. We act accordingly, killing each other and killing any opportunity which would facilitate change. But change is inevitable and is coming real soon. This is Reality Radio with Kathy Hughes. What's your reality?
Hey, are you planning to get an updated COVID-19 vaccine?
Yep, I don't want to get seriously sick and miss out on spending time with friends and family during the holidays.
Does it cost a lot? I don't have insurance.
If you don't have health insurance, or if your insurance doesn't cover an updated COVID-19 vaccine, you can get one for free with the Bridge Access Program. Just look for places that participate in Bridge Access on vaccines.gov.
Sounds good. Bridge access on vaccines.gov.
A message from CDC.
Are you someone who knows that you don't have to sacrifice comfort for quality? Someone who lives large in light and in the bedroom. Take your pleasure to the next level with the new Magnum Raw condoms. The thinnest Magnum condom, more natural feeling, same premium latex to help reduce the risk of pregnancy and STIs. Live large and now thinner than ever. The new Magnum Raw condoms. The thinnest Magnum condoms available where condoms are sold. Magnum large size condoms. The gold standard. Accept no substitutes.
At Optima Tax Relief, we understand how scary tax problems can be. The IRS can take your paycheck, your bank accounts, and everything you worked so hard for. The collection letters and maze of paperwork only intensify the stress. Our award-winning team specializes in programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. We take the time to understand you and your tax issues, and our tax professionals deal with the IRS on your behalf, so you don't have to. Optima is the #1 tax relief firm in the nation. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, we've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for our clients. Reduce the stress in your life. Let us help you solve your tax problems. Call now for your free consultation.
Call 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
All over America, people are taking the National Radon Test. Have you heard of radon?
Is that a gas?
Is it something that comes up out the ground or something?
Looks like poison gas.
Something dangerous that you're supposed to check on to make sure it's not in your home.
Now it's your turn. Answer true or false. Radon is a radioactive gas. True. Radon is a radioactive gas. True or false? The Office of the Surgeon General recommends that all homes be tested for radon. True, your home should be tested.
I didn't know that, no.
True or false? Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. True.
True. I didn't know that.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Answer true or false. Homes with radon problems can be fixed.
Right.
True. Homes with radon problems can be fixed.
So what do you do about it? I'm going to dial the number and call
1-800-SOS
Radon.
If I don't take care of it, nobody else will.
Keep your family safe from radon. Call now.
1-800-SOS-RADON.
Now back to the Carl Nelson Show.
Good morning again, family. 21 minutes after the top of the hour with Chairman Fred Hampton, and he's got a panel of folks with him as well. We're talking about this time of the year. Chairman Fred, you said that it's really special because of what happened to your dad and Mark Clark. I'll let you finish your thoughts.
Yes, I was coming in regards to expressing my appreciation to people who go through day-to-day struggles from their sons and daughters being murdered, to people being locked up. Throughout the world, throughout the world, because December 4th references IRD, International Revolutionary Day. It's a day that in particular, 12 o'clock Chicago time, whether people are locked up in prisons / concentration camps, where they stop, they do the clenched fist salute. We convene right at what we refer to as ground zero on the West, where assassinations occurred, and what you say, 21-year-old Chairman Fred, 22-year-old Defense Captain Mark Clark, with two of our twin towers that quote-unquote failed. Let me say this. That's the folk. I mentioned earlier. Every time around this year, we expect it. The intensifying counterinsurgency. And for those who are not familiar with that term, the counterinsurgency, in particular, the infamous COINTEL program, the counterintelligence program, that that was the program that was responsible, in particular, for the assassinations of Chairman Fred and Defense Captain Mark Clark and so many others, such as Mumia Abu-Jamal and other political prisoners still being held captive, and then straight out, obliterating, military defeat of the Black Power movement. I dare not romanticize this day to look back in sort of nostalgic way and say, well, this is how bad things used to be back in the 60s. we are continuously reminded, you know what I'm saying, whether it be by naivety and nefarious intent attacks on our movement, attack our legacies. We said legacy is more important than your life. In particular, coming up on this will be the 54th year. We anticipate attacks, you know what I'm saying, directly, indirectly, overtly, and covertly. And there's been some discussions in regards to some old wounds have been resurfaced. In particular, there's some discussion in regards to landmark status of, you know, some of the sites of the Black Panther Party, and from naked eye, a lot of people say from initial view, they say, that's a good thing. However, I'm real delicate and I'm real particular on how, you know what I give light to, what I give attention to, and what's thus being, and people saying, Chan, what's your position about this here? And I try to be as objective as I can. However, this is further exposed, you know, saying some old war wounds, if you will. In particular, it was brought to our attention, I think about 4 days ago. I received a call from, in fact, out from down south, and they seen online an article from Chicago Sun-Times, and it brought concern to a lot of people. They were saying, "Chan, we've been hearing this buzz, and you've not responded. You've been being real professional, political, as you say, Chan Fred, you trying to be objective." And they said, we've been, turning the deaf ear to a lot of slanderous statements that have been made about you, your family, the Black Panther Party. And I said, well, don't take it personally. Everything is political. But this is, this in particular, people commented about, they said something about the Chicago Sun-Times article and my opposing position in regards to individuals, the prime players. And in fact, it was a quote by Miss Layla Wills that someone said, well, man, this like some slack. This is a straight up attack, on you. And I responded, that's pale. That pales in comparison to what some of the statements have been said in regards to bigger than my family, the Black Panther Party. And people say, what is your concern about this here? And I said, well, a lot of times you look at the root, or we refer to the principal contradiction. You say, well, these individuals, not to go into details, who've openly expressed a disdain for the Black Panther Party. And your next logical question is, well, why would these people be, why would these individuals be, fighting to be the helm or the poster person for dynamics such as a landmark? And some people say, well, as long as information is got out, regardless of who it comes from, it doesn't make a difference. And we beg to differ. There's the discussion about this whole thing about critical race theory. The people say, well, we're going to change this word around. We're going to alter this word. And some people just say, well, that's not a big deal. And I caught the heels of the discussion you just had in regards to AI, artificial intelligence. And this is with that even being added to the mix, it sets the stage for a generation of, at the minimum, a generation of future reactionaries, people who are not familiar with the past, and it's one of the tactics that is employed on colonized people, our people in particular, is to we'll say we can't, as Malcolm X said, we can't stop it. Let's co-opt it, water it down, change it, make it something to be. So that's some of the struggles we've been dealing with. But we keeping focus on the main and keeping our eyes on the prize on acknowledging December 4th, International Revolutionary Day. But that's something that that people have brought to our attention, and I want to be real careful. What I give light to and I don't give light. But I want to definitely acknowledge that. Put in context about this, because sometimes people we make it look easy. People think it's easy. They say, well, that's nice. You're going to have an event. We say, oh, don't get it twisted. It does not go uncontested. It does not go uncontested. You know what I'm saying? And these are some of the contested conditions that we're dealing with in regards to, the work in general, campaign International Revolutionary Day.
All right, we have some folks with you, so let's talk to them at 27 after the top of the hour. Let's go to line 5. Gator's joining us. He's in Chicago. Good morning, Gator.
Hey, sir. Hey, Chairman.
Good morning, my brother. Free them all, yes, sir.
Free them all.
Free them all.
I want to say this here, first of all, like you laid it out. We know about the COINTELPRO.
Yes, sir.
The name of the game and the words of Kupla. We must stay focused.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And the thing is that I watched your growth, man. You haven't gave up, man.
Right on.
You got 50-something years or better, and being focused from the womb, and you ain't in the tomb.
Right on.
And my thing is this: We fighting. That AI, like the brother said,
Yeah.
was in effect in the 50s. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Our move is just like you said. We, as African Americans, as blacks, as once upon a time called niggers, they changed the word because the word had meaning because it showed force. Then it came with African American, and they watered down the force. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm just saying this. Once I heard what you was going to do, I thank God for waking me up to get the call from you, where you was going to be at. I want to say, stay focused. To God be the glory.
Yeah.
And God's be the story.
All right, thanks.
So you're right. Right on.
28 after the top there. I always keep rolling. There's a bunch of folks before you, Chairman.
Yes.
Eddie is on line one, also in Chicago. Good morning, Eddie.
Greetings, my brother. How are you?
Good on this end. How you feel, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good on this end. How about you, brother?
Greetings, Chairman. This
Yes.
is Brother Eddie Reed.
Oh, so you're right. Right on, my brother. Yes, indeed. Good, great to hear your voice. Yes,
Let
indeed.
me say this. Yes, sir. Let me say this to the listening audience and to anyone who's out there that can hear our voice. Chairman Fred is, first of all, free them all.
Free them all. Yes, sir, my brother. Free them all.
Chairman Fred, Maya Angelou says, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
You can believe this brother because this brother is a warrior. This brother is a freedom fighter. This brother loves our people. This brother stands up. This brother is consistent. So believe who he is when he shows you. And I will close with this. To Mother Indira, you know how much I love you. And to the listening audience, Brother Nelson, I come from an organization, Chicago Black United Communities. It was founded by Baba Luttrell Fleming Palmer Jr., a man from Newport News, Virginia, a true freedom fighter. I learned about this family truly from Baba Lou Palmer.
Yes.
And Lou Palmer would say it this way: a world without Chairman Fred there and what he represents is enough to make a Negro
Turn black. Yes. Respect.
All right, thank you,
Hey,
Eddie. Thank you for that.
if I can jump in,
After the top of the hour.
bro-
Thanks, Eddie.
yes. Hey,
Go ahead,
love and respect to both of these callers, to the people in general. I just want to add this to, he mentioned my brother Eddie Reed, who I got love so much and gave love and respect for. He just mentioned Maya Angelou, and ironically, when the monument to Dr. King was built, Maya Angelou had raised issue about a misquote from Dr. King. And they had said, she said it was a misquote. She said they had to change the word. And they said, what's the big deal about the word being changed? She said, it gives the wrong impression of who Dr. King was. And so that's just to reiterate about making sure we cross some T's and dot them I's. And Lou Palmer, who he mentioned, was known as the Panther with a pen, a journalist. Georgia English, the wife of Lou Palmer, that's after the assassination of Chairman Fred and Defense Secretary Mark Clark. She was in the Jet magazine calling for donations to help me out. And that's who got my first baby bed. So I remember those names very well.
All right. 29 away from the top there. Pastor David's on line 6. Good morning, Pastor David.
Good morning. And to my dear friend,
Yes, indeed.
Chairman Fred. This morning is a great day because this is the day that I celebrate my mother's birthday in eternity. And also shout out to my main man, Mr. Larry Hoover. Happy birthday to Larry. But to touch on the subject about legacy, Chairman Fred is devoted to legacy because how can someone even discuss legacy with the son? It's like somebody arguing with Jesus about who his father is. So I feel that it's real inappropriate for anybody to take issue with something that they only heard but has never lived. Chairman Fred has lived his entire life in the absence of his father. It's insulting for somebody to even bring up a subject in such a delicate manner. So I say to the chairman, you know better than anybody who you are and what you represent. I've never heard you ever refer to your father as died. He was assassinated. That's character and that's boldness. And whatever you need from Pastor David in this town is all yours. Free them all. And a shout out to Mother Comrade, happy birthday again.
Freedom on.
All right, thank you,
Revolutionary
man.
love and respect.
I wanted to say something, Brother Nelson.
Go ahead, Tamara.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold that though right there because I'm looking at the clock. We got to take a short break, and when we come back, I'll let you say what you have to say. That's Samira Rice. She's the mother of Tamir Rice. He got shot by some cops in Cleveland. I have a question for you as well. 800-450-7876. You'd like to speak to her or Chairman Fred or Brother Khalid, reach out to us. We'll take your calls in 4 minutes after the news, traffic, and weather in our different cities. Right here in Baltimore on 1010 WOLB. Also in the DMV, we're on FM 95.9 and AM 1450 WOL. Information is power.
Good morning, folks. I'm Earl Kirk. Here's the latest from NewsOne.com. It's red versus blue when Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis and California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom debate tonight.
The 90-minute Hannity special will be a chance for each governor to present their radically different ideologies to a national audience. Fox News host Sean Hannity will moderate as Newsom and DeSantis spar about key issues, including the economy, abortion, gun control, immigration, and homelessness. The two political heavyweights will square off in Alpharetta, Georgia. It'll air on the Fox News channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Thursday. Nika McGillis, NBC News Radio.
A teen is in the hospital after being shot Wednesday evening outside a Chase Bank in Northeast D.C. It happened near the Minnesota Avenue branch a little after 6. Police say the boy was conscious and breathing after the incident. Details about a possible suspected motive have yet to be released. The FBI says an agent was carjacked in D.C. Wednesday afternoon.
The incident took place near Capitol Hill, with the victim saying 2 suspects took the car. Police later found the vehicle. D.C. has seen a dramatic increase in carjackings this year, passing 900 recently. I'm Brian Shook.
Authorities in Charles County are searching for a 25-year-old man whose car was found underwater near Indian Head. Jamel Lee Hung II was reported missing to U.S. Navy police on Saturday. His vehicle was found by divers in Mattawoman Creek on Monday. Former Commanders wide receiver Deshaun Jackson is retiring. He'll officially hang up his cleats tomorrow as a member of the Eagles. He spent 8 of his 15 seasons in Philly and 3 in Washington. Jackson racked up more than 11,000 receiving yards and 58 TDs during his career. Magic down the Wizards 139-120. College hoops, George Mason, Virginia, and Georgetown were all winners Wednesday. Virginia Tech lost to Auburn by 17. I'm Earl Kirk. When you're looking for news for Black America, go to newsone.com.
Good morning. This WOL traffic update is sponsored by Melwood. Donate your car at melwood.org. Still have the police activity. Harvard Street Northwest is closed both ways, and 11th Street Northwest blocked both ways between Harvard Street and Columbia Road until further notice. That is still blocked off. Rhode Island Avenue at 7th Street Northwest. It was an accident. That's all cleared away. Also, everything's open now on northbound South Capitol Street at D Street Southeast. It was an earlier accident there. That is out of the way. Crash inbound Suitland Parkway was after Suitland Road. Have a well-loved vehicle you don't need or that's too pricey to fix? Donating it to Melwood is fast and free. Learn more at 1-877-MELWOOD or visit melwood.org/radio. Now your WOL weather forecast. Increasing clouds today, high near 55, down to 35 overnight tomorrow. Afternoon showers possible, and a high near 51. Right now, D.C. mostly sunny, 36 degrees. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk, 1450 AM WOL, where information is power.
Make holiday shopping a breeze with the One VIP Visa debit card. Get cash back rewards on all purchases and shop our Black-owned business partners to get double rewards and unique gift ideas. Hassle-free and easy, just like it should be. Go to onevip.com and get your card today. The One VIP Visa prepaid card is issued by Stride Bank, NA member FDIC, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Inc. Use of the One VIP card is subject to terms and conditions.
This is Congressman Glenn Ivey. I'm working for you, putting people over politics. We're working to lower prescription drug costs, including capping insulin at $35 a month for seniors. We're growing the middle class by investing in America and making our community safer by supporting common sense gun safety legislation. For more information, visit my website at ivy.house.gov or call my office at 240-906-6262.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
You're the first ever Toyota Grand Highlander. Every moment's grander. Even calling dibs on your Facebook.
All right, kids, let's back it up. Wait, passenger seat. I need to charge my phone. Not fair. I need to charge mine.
No way. I got first dibs today. You know you can charge your phones from pretty much anything, right?
Charge support. Life's grander in the first ever Grand Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Now back to the Carl Nelson Show.
Good morning again, family. We're on with Chairman Fred Hammond. Before we go back to the channel, and this reminder, tomorrow is Friday, and we're going to give you a chance to free your mind. Think for yourself and reach out to us on our Overflow Friday program. We begin promptly at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, right here in Baltimore on 1010 WOLB, also in the DMV on FM 95.9 and AM 1450 WOL. So right now, Chairman Fred has Samara Rice is with us, and she's Tamir Rice's mother. And I recall that when her child got shot by the police in Cleveland, we called and she was so upset she couldn't speak. But she still wanted to go. And I said, no, let's calm down, just get together. We'll call you back. But we never did. So I'm glad that you called this morning. So I completely forgot about it. But I know you were very upset. And I didn't want that to be presented on the air. But my question to you, before you say, any of those police officers, any apologized? They said they sorry for killing your son?
No, absolutely not. The shooter actually got fired, and the driver is actually got suspended for 5 days in that situation. I'm still fighting for indictments for both officers on the state level right now. But thank you for having me this morning. Fred Mall again, to the chairman and everybody that's on the panel. And what I wanted to say about the upcoming anniversary of Chairman Fred is I'm very grateful and humbled to have met the chairman and Mama Comrade. Just knowing, being in their presence, that I'm doing the right thing, because I also have invested in my community, especially the youth, and not knowing so much about the movement, because if you're not born into it, you don't know about it. It's not taught to you if you're not born into it. So when my son got murdered, it changed my DNA, and from that I was able to get a formula where I know that will help our children, especially our youth. So I'm very humble and grateful to even meet Chairman Fred and Mama Conrad. They're very dear to my heart, and I'm there for them, and they know that. Yes. So I appreciate him reaching out and letting me know about the panel and me being available, because again, I'm still busy around the country doing multiple things, and also still fighting for justice for my son. Again, so I just wanted to share that. Also, December 4th is very monumental to me, because that's the day of my son memorial service. At the time, I didn't even know Chairman Fred. I may have heard the stories about his dad and everything, but I did not know him personally. And December 4th is the day that my son has memorial service in Cleveland, Ohio, at Mount Sinai Church. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And again, being in the chairman and Mama Conrad presence assured me that I know that I'm on the right path of righteousness and black liberation.
You better believe it. Better believe it. Right on. I'm honored and humbled. We say continued condolences. Again, we say the people's pain. The people's pain reflects. And again, she's a fighter. She's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I've been honored and humbled to go to hit the ground with her up there in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And across other places throughout the country. Ironically, I recall even one of the winter points because they was filming some of the scenes of the movie Judas and Black Messiah in Cleveland. And what kind of warmed me to one thing with the cast, I said, listen, I'm going to the event for Tamir Rice, and I came there, and Tamir Rice, she didn't even know I was in town, So as soon as she seen her, she said, "Yo, we got Chairman Fred, come on up." I was in the audience, I was on the stage speaking, and I didn't recognize some of the cast because they were out of wardrobe, and most of the entire cast here came out support. And but this sister here again, man, revolutionary love and respect. You know what I'm saying? And now that I have met some of the most beautiful people under the most ugliest conditions. The same system that broke us up and divided us with chains and shackles, and ironically brings us back together. I just had to say that service was on December the 4th. I heard that she told me before, but I forget, it's something. It still impacts me.
All right, and let me just say this, Samira, just one of our listeners tweeted that from Buffalo. He says, "Hey, Miss Rice, we send our love and support to her from Buffalo and the Chim as our struggle is the same struggle to victory. Never give up the fight." That's from Brother Ross Tillman in Buffalo, says for Samira and Chairman Fred. All right,
I'm trying to write
16 away from the top there. I got some more folks who want to speak with the chairman. Khalid is online too, calling from Chicago. Good morning, Khalid.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good morning. To God be the glory. We give our praise to God. We just wanted to give our praise to Chairman Fred and Sister Rice in terms of the problems. We said that our struggle we're going from salvation to salvation. We're also going from independence to independence. Our people have always struggled and had a mighty struggle. When I got out of prison in 1978 of February, and there was a struggle called the Pontiac Brothers that came to Chicago. I'm from Chicago. And then right after that, December the 4th came, 1978, and we had prayer vigils from that time. At that time, the chairman, he was a small guy, and he wasn't coming out. But so we want to commend the Chairman Fred for holding up their legacy, because our historical struggle is going from independence to independence. We're not going from slavery to independence. We're going from independence to independence. Our people have always struggled. Yeah. We support the legacy, and any kind of land that we can get as a people, we demand it. We're not asking, and we also demanding that the Fred Hampton case be reopened because of the conspiracy by the government to not only did Fred get assassinated here in Chicago, but there were 28 other chapters of the Black Panther Party that also got attacked at the same time, and as well as the assassination of Malcolm X. So that was documented. I don't want to go on and on, but I just want to say we support the legacy and the commemoration. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Free the land and stay on the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Love, respect.
All right, right on.
Power people, right on.
All right. 800-450-7876, and we keep moving to 14 away from the top of the hour. Let's go to line 5. Zolo. Azania is calling us from Cleveland. Good morning, Zolo.
How you doing?
We're excellent.
We good on this end. Yes, sir. How you feel, brother?
Well, I want you to emphasize, I'm not going to be anything that you haven't already covered. I just want to emphasize and give you my support that your words and your actions are taking physical form.
Yes.
And things are in process for the positive and the betterment of our people. And that the sister, when she said that what happened to her son, Tamir Rice,
when he was murdered by the police, that she was not born into the movement, but she had to learn about it. And this radio program it makes my point that this is something that is necessary and straight ahead success and free them all.
Straight ahead, free them all. Revolutionary love and respect.
Thank you, Brother Zola. Derek's on line 1 calling from Colorado. I think he has a question. Derek, good morning.
I just have a statement that's looking reminding him. I remember that Tamir Rice, but also there were 5 people that were involved with Elijah McClain in Colorado, Aurora. So they have two of the paramedics are being tried right now, and hopefully everything turns out right. They've already convicted 1 police officer. 2 were not found guilty or anything else like that. But that's letting you know that even though in Colorado these types of things are happening, as like you said, that was very tragic with his what happened to Elijah McClain. So these things aren't happening, and they're happening all across the country and everything.
Yes, indeed.
And he showed it on 60 Minutes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Derek.
Just
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yes.
That trial is going on right now. Let me ask Samira this. When you hear like trials like that, Samira, does it open the wound about Tamir when we hear that young black people getting killed by the police? Does that make it, do you relive that whole incident with your son?
Absolutely, because they go to my son's story first, and his name was always mentioned. So, of course, it always opens up a wound, and knowing that I have other children that's watching, I always have to make sure that their emotions and feelings is okay at the end of the day, because it's not easy for your child to be mentioned all the time in the media and things like that. Very sad what happened to the McClain young man. Again, we live in a world of racism, and America is known for committing genocide and conspiracy on black and brown people. And recently, they have just been found guilty by the United Nations. So hopefully, somebody will be accountable for of all of this conspiracy and genocide that's been happening in this country over so much years. So it's always going to be an open wound. It's never going to stop. It don't feel like it's never going to heal when you're constantly on the front lines and you're constantly seeing no officers indicted. You know what I'm saying? No accountability. Where's the accountability for these racist officers and things like that? So it's always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be an open wound.
Yeah, and Chairman Fred, we see what happened to her son, and he was just playing with a toy gun. It's not the fact that they so much that they murdered him. In fact, they got off.
Yeah.
And with Trayvon Martin, same thing, got off.
Yes.
So how do we process all this though? Because this is what you do. You work on the streets of Chicago every day. As black people though, how do we process they're killing our babies and getting away with it?
It's difficult. It's difficult to process, because as the last caller just said, Elijah McClain every day, it continues to be reminded, as whether it be social media or just conversation, it can become demoralizing. Assata Shakur has said one of the things about being oppressed, we have to continue to be able to distinguish what's normal and what's abnormal. After a while, we take this as this being the norm. But I think it's an old axiom that says that knowing is half the battle. Because they not only murdered us, they flipped the script and they criminalized the victims. You know what I'm saying? They, go back and was this person in the gang or this person, do he have a gun, so on and so forth. That's an added wound, it's an added hit. And then they rewrite the narrative, you know what I'm saying? So just even putting it, acknowledging it, it's embarrassing being oppressed. But it's a certain amount of cleansing, or just to acknowledge, no, this system is the criminal. It's kind of like I think about that case, Philando Castillo, when Diamond Lavish Reynolds, when she's in the car, and when he killed them, when he killed the brother, he cut the police is right there. He was trying to change the narrative, literally on live right there. He said no. She said no. You murdered him, And we have people who are courageous enough to Samir Rice's and so many others who, you know what I'm saying, the Dorothy Holmes and countless other mothers, you know what I'm saying, Cassandra Greer, who, you know what I'm saying, her husband killed in Cook County Jail, just even acknowledging it, you know what I'm saying, because one of the disadvantages that we have as a people, there's a non-acknowledged war on us. Other communities at least have the benefit of they saying that they have political prisoners, that they're saying they're using propaganda bombs. It's acknowledged. It's acknowledged that there's a war on them. With us, they call it love and hip hop. With us, they call them someone just passed away. With us, they say, well, was your son in the gang? They sidetrack us. So just, it's a cleansing, it's to at least acknowledge, to call a question, say, no, you know what I'm saying? Not to even get sidetracked. I'm trying to figure out, did my son have a gun? Is he in the gang? Or did he fail 6th grade? Whatever the case, continuously criminalizing the victim. So that's just to up the ante. We have to hold the line. Make sure we cross them T's and dot them I's. I don't care how long you go. The narratives. To be if we are servants of the people in service of history. Make sure we get the narrative correct.
Yeah, and not only that, Chairman, that, you know, they put the poison in the neighborhoods for us to have access to, while they can't put positive things in the neighborhoods and the community for us to have access to. So the system is the problem. It's
no doubt about
all
it.
Around.
No doubt about it.
And you know, we not putting crates of guns in the alleyways. We ain't giving we not, you know, it's liquor stores on every corner and things like that.
Yes.
Like, that stuff is put in our
design.
neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? They put all that poison in our neighborhoods. They need to put some positivity in our neighborhood so we can have a chance to change. So I'm with the chairman on that, and it's just the same that, you know, there's no accountability and we are overlooked, and they could call us super predators. Yeah, well, you give us the tools and things like that, and poison our neighborhood, poison our children and stuff like that, and our man and woman. So yeah, you're gonna call us super predators, but for real, the white races are the super predators. Believe that.
All right. Yes, all right. And with that, we got to get out of here. But thank you, Samara. Thank you. I'm just pleased that you sounded much better than the last time we had a conversation. And also, Chairman Fred.
Yes.
Free them all.
Free them all. Yo, make sure y'all, December 4th, we're going to be at Ground Zero, 12 o'clock noon, high noon, to tap in. We're doing a Zoom party for Mother Comrade and Frederica Newton tomorrow, December the 1st, a birthday, a Zoom party. Go on my page on Facebook to get the updates on that. Happy belated birthday to Pam Africa, Mother Comrade Ku and Jerry, Mr. Larry Hoover, all those past birthdays. Also, Sekou Odinga, man. We got work campaign. He need help for us, y'all. What's the call? Free them all.
All right, thank you, Chairman Fred. We get really late. We got to run out of here. Happy birthday to Mother Akua. Folks, stay strong, stay positive. Please stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, right here in Baltimore on 1010 WOLB. In the DMV, we're on FM 95.9 and AM 1450. WOL, where information is power.
Second.